Where's he? What are you doing?
Okay, we haven't got a rack.
We don't have a rack. We normally put fails. We'll have to come back.
I need to pause this.
I don't do that.
Well, oh, do I have black on my face now? Today is Wednesday, October 19th. I have not vlogged anything. I really wanted to kind of take some videos of when I was going into the hospital, while I was in the hospital, and a little bit of the birth, labor and birth, and then afterwards, but I got like 2 videos on my phone and that's about it. And then basically the last month has been settling in with a newborn. First week was very, very difficult. I'd say the first week to 2 weeks was super overwhelming and stressful, obviously, but it was just like, it wasn't overwhelming and stressful in the ways that I thought it would be. The transition to being a mother and working things out with my partner, like those kinds of things that I would think are the most difficult things, were absolutely fine. It was just feeling like I'm not caring well enough for my baby, or like I don't know enough. Like when we were in the hospital, first learning how to feed her and how much she needed to eat, and doing the first checkups and her first weigh-ins, because obviously once babies are born they lose some weight, and that's something that happens to every single baby, but for some reason the people in the hospital and and my family doctors and everything, they make it like such a big deal and just stress you out about it, even though it's completely what's supposed to happen. So that kind of sucks. It really made me feel awful, especially because like you're waking up every 2 hours, you're sleep deprived, and you're just, hormonal and emotional. Like it was really, really hard around the time that my milk came in, because your hormones are going crazy. I was just like, I was so emotional over everything, finding it really hard to adjust to waking up every 2 hours overnight to feeding. But tomorrow she turns 1 month old. I cannot believe that. She's still not even supposed to be born. Like, it's still a week until her due date. Tomorrow she turns 1 month old. Like, I want to cry. She's doing so fabulous. We got through the first week and a half. My milk came in. I have a really good supply. I'm so lucky, and I'm so relieved about that. I was like, because I wanted to breastfeed, well, like bottle feed with breast milk and do some breastfeeding. Like, I was never against doing formula, but it's just such a relief that I can provide for my baby without having to pay for it. But also knowing that she's getting like the nutrients for my body, and that's going well for me, so I'm gonna keep doing it. But yeah, like the milk coming in and getting used to the overnight schedule. Josh and I kind of have a groove going. Like on the weekends he stays up super late, which he's fine with because he gets to play video games, but he stays up super late with the baby and does the feedings until like 3 or 4 a.m. I get to sleep from like 8 or 9 p.m. until 3 or 4 p.m., which is phenomenal. Like, it always feels so amazing when I get to the weekend. But during the week, I try to go to bed around 8, between 8 and 9, closer to 8 during the week. And then around 11 is when he brings me the baby. So I get a few hours, and he tries to feed her before he brings her to me. So then that's like another hour and a half or 2 hours before I have to get up after that. So it's like 4 or 5 hours sometimes. Depends on how she does, but she's starting to do longer stretches in between her feeds. So she's closer between 2 and 3 hours as opposed to 1 and 2, which is amazing, and I hope that continues. And she's eating more during her feeds, so that's been lovely. She's chunking up. She's grown out of a lot of her newborn clothes, which is so sad. I wanted to film a kind of like day in the life routine today, but I couldn't find my camera, and I just found it like mid-afternoon, which is why I'm vlogging right now. So I think tomorrow or the next day I'm gonna do a day in the life video. Having a newborn. She's wiggling her fingers against my chest. I'm wearing her right now, baby wearing, with this wrap that I got from the mom that I nannied for. She dropped off like a box of things that she had for her babies, for me, which was so generous of her. Like, I really miss nannying for her. I only stopped because I was pregnant. Oh, Josh is coming in. Where's Papa? Hello.
Hello. Also the bird bunnies. Come on. Thirst.
Harry Potter, age 12. Suspect entered transit. His eyes swim. The ghost of his heart. I tell you that. Wow.
So it's 8 a.m. and she's obviously having a feed right now. 30 minutes ago, I attempted to breastfeed her, which I don't do as often because I find it takes her so much longer and she gets hungrier quicker because she's not actually drinking a lot of the time. I think she does it mostly for comfort and she just prefers to take the bottle for actually eating. I tried anyway because if she can, I want to be able to breastfeed, but she only did it for like 10 minutes on one boob and was not having it, so I put her down and I made a bottle and tried to lay back down, but she was hungry, so now she's having the bottle. Today is a very special day because she's 4 weeks old today. She's a whole month old and it's not even her due date yet, which I still can't get over. I think it's insane, and I think it's gonna be emotional on her due date, which is next Tuesday, the 25th. Yeah, so I gotta run some errands today. I think what I'm gonna do is, normally in the mornings when I don't have anything throughout the day, I get up around at this time between 8 and 9, depending on when her feed is, and after finish feeding and burping her, I put her back down either in our room with the camera, or I bring her downstairs in the little portable bassinet and watch her from there. And then I get stuff done around the house and I shower, which I bring her into the bathroom when I shower, but having that time where she's still sleeping or she's still just kind of chilling out, but I have that time in the morning to get stuff done. So dishes and cleaning and getting dressed. I'm gonna do that, but then I want to go out and try and find some milestone markers for her so that we can take pictures for her 1 month. For some reason, every time I saw them, was like, I don't need those, or they're too expensive, or I don't want them. But now that it's her 1 month, I really want to take photos, and I want them to be nice. And if I'm going to do it every month, I want them to like be like a uniform thing. It's so that you can like see her growth and compare it, have those special photos. So I need to do that, but I also need a wallet. I've been needing a wallet for a while. Mine broke. I think what's in the books is Winners, if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna go to the best Winners that is around us, which is a little farther than the closest one, but that means that we can also go to the thrift store because that's close to that Winners. And what else was I gonna do? I don't remember, but we're gonna have fun, and I'm probably gonna stop at Starbucks. The sleeper she's in right now is the sleeper she wore when we announced her birth. So when she was 1 day old, she was wearing the sleeper, and I pulled it out last night for her to wear because generally the newborn stuff has been fitting her the best, but it's too small for her now. It's so sad. It's so good. It's really good. She's growing quickly and she's growing really well. I do want to get one last photo of her in her newborn clothes, and then I'm probably going to pack up some of that stuff so that I don't go reaching for it because it's emotional every time. But in the mornings, usually she does have a feed around 7:38. Every time I feed her with a bottle, I either pump before or after, depending on how fussy she is. If she's like, if I have some time, then I'll pump first and I'll go bag it up and put it in the fridge, and then I'll come back up and feed her once her bottle's warm. That's what I did this morning. I just have my pumped bottle over there. I feel like I have a pretty good supply. I think I'm pretty lucky because I'm already able to freeze bags throughout the day, especially if I'm pumping every feed, which sometimes I don't. You barely ate any that whole time. She's being a little bit weird today. Yesterday she was great with feeds, but today she's being a little bit odd. She's supposed to have between 90 and 120 milliliters now every 2 to 3 hours. She's been consistently below that the last like 5 or 6 feeds. So I don't know if it's because she's falling asleep, or I guess she did have some milk from the boob, so you might be full. This is why I hate combination feeding with breast and pumped milk, because I don't know how much she's getting when she sucks the boob. But she just spit up, so I'm gonna say that we're done, and that's 80 milliliters of milk going to waste. Okay, so now I'm going to pour my pumped milk into one of these bags. So she is in her portable bassinet over there where I can see her beautiful little sleeping face. She's still in her PJs, as am I. Well, I wore this dress yesterday, but I just wear what I wore during the day to bed usually. So I'm gonna get the dishes done, the kitchen and living room tidied up, and then there was something else I needed to do, but I don't remember. So after that, I'll probably shower, get both of us changed, and then by then she'll probably need another feed, and then after the feed I think is when we're gonna go out. Usually if I have plans, like somebody's coming over in the day, I try and sleep in as much as possible because I won't get a nap in during the day, but nothing's happening today, so we'll probably have a nap together later, and I have a lot of dishes to do. now I just want to show her little hand. Hi, honey. She's fast asleep. And this is her outfit for today that we've got to get on her. It's kind of Christmassy, I guess, but it's a 0 to 3 month, and I feel like by Christmas she definitely won't fit in it, so might as well get some use out of it. But now I'm going to set up the bathroom, get her in there, get me showered and dressed, and then her dressed. And then I'm gonna have my breakfast, which is what I usually do. I have my breakfast and watch TV while she's still sleeping in between feeds, and just kind of have some me time. And then hopefully we will get going. Also, I dried oranges for the first time and hung them up. I thought that they would smell better because I thought that you cooked them because they smell good, but they didn't really smell good. But it's also uneven. I don't really care though because we're moving in like a month. Oh my god. Yeah, so I got a lot to do. I made this apple French toast casserole yesterday. So that's what I'm having for breakfast. Super healthy. Okay, it's a couple hours later. I had my breakfast. I watched some TV. Seren was hungry, so I made her a bottle and I fed it to her. And then as soon as I put her down, she projectile vomited the entire thing all over herself, all over my legs, and her swaddle. So that was terrifying. I just hate seeing her in discomfort or like just getting sick and not like having food in her stomach. Like all of it is just extremely concerning to me. It's not even just that like she threw up, because I'm scared of throw up, but baby throw up is different. It was just so upsetting and I was really worried, so I had to Google it and ask mom like what's normal, and I guess it can be normal. So I checked her temperature, she doesn't have a fever. I was just worried that like she was just sick or something. But anyways, like minutes after she threw up, like I changed myself and I changed her, and she was already like cueing that she was hungry again. So I made her another bottle and she drank 80 milliliters of it, so she got almost all of it back. So maybe she was just too full and also had a bubble in her stomach, and that didn't go down well. But I literally refused to put her down. Look at her little leg. But yeah, I'm terrified to put her down now. I've been burping her for like it's 11:30 now, so 25 minutes. So my plans for the day are a little bit switched around because I did want to go, like I said, to Winners in the thrift store, but I also wanted to take her on a walk because it's a nice day. I don't know how I'm gonna fit all that in now, because it was timed out perfectly to like get out in the morning and then have the day to go for the walk after. But now it's a little bit weird. I definitely still need a wallet and have an excuse to go to Winners. So anyways, I'm making myself lunch of popcorn, chicken, and potato patties in the air fryer. Gonna be delectable, I imagine. I also really just want to play some Sims. I want to play some video games because that's all Josh does when he watches her. Because, well, not when she's awake, obviously, but she's just sleeping and eating and pooping. So at this point he has a lot of time to play video games and he's pretty happy about that. But on my days when I have her, I have a lot to do, and I feel like I need to get her outside and I need to get myself outside, and I just never really have time to play video games. So I'd like to give myself that time today. Anyways, that's a realistic. Oh, I haven't been giving the freaking times. It's 11:30 and I ate breakfast around 9:30. only 2 hours ago, but I'm constantly hungry because I'm breastfeeding, so that's fine. But yeah, that's the timeline. I had her first feeding around 8, and then got ready for the day, did all that stuff, had breakfast around 9:30, and now we're here. We're now on our way to Winners, and I will stop using a camera while I drive. Okay, we're now home. It is 1:30 p.m. I'm just warming up a bottle for Seren. She doesn't seem hungry. She's just really cranky because she's got gas. So I'm gonna try and help her out with that quickly before I try and throw them in the washer. This is what I got. We only got to go to Winners, yes, because there was construction on literally every single street going to anywhere that I wanted to go. So I went to Winners and we didn't get to go to the thrift store or anywhere else. And it was taking too long anyway. So yeah, we came home so we could eat and relax. But I got these bibs that were on sale because she only has a few bibs that were given to her by some friends, which was very nice. I didn't think about bibs too much for some reason when I was thinking about things that I would need. She very much does need them, even though she's drinking from bottles, because she spits it out all over herself and then gets like the sour milk smell on all of her clothes. It's okay. Oh, my little peachy girl. Look at these legs. Oh my goodness. Oh, you poor little muffin. It's okay, honey. I try to give her the, what's it called? Gripe water. I try to give her that when it gets this bad, but she spits it out and I don't really know how to make her swallow it. So the other thing I got that was also on sale was more swaddle blankets. I keep buying them because she goes through them so quickly. Like she threw up all over her one this morning, and she uses it for in the car, when she's laying here wrapped up, when she's in bed. Yeah, it's just that thin material that she can breathe through. And for my wallet, I got myself a Valentina wallet. It is the saddest cry ever. But it was $40 and I really needed a wallet, and this one was really nice. And I hate the women's wallets that are super big and you can't actually put them in your pocket. So that was perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna go help this baby. I've just been laying on the couch with Seren. I tried to shut my eyes and then Josh came home at like 2:30 and I was like, oh, that's random. I woke up and haven't been able to fall asleep since because now he's home. So lovely. No, it's a good thing. It's just I was gonna nap today. I've got a very foggy brain today. I've also got chocolate all over my hands and somehow on my arm because I was eating the knockoff Nutella on rice cakes because I've been having the strongest cravings, like even stronger than sometimes during pregnancy, because like postpartum hormones are just crazy. They're like period cravings or like the start of pregnancy cravings, just so strong. And I just need chocolate constantly. It's always specifically chocolate. Like usually I'll either crave something sweet or savory, but when it's sweet, I need chocolate because I have like a bag of sour gummy worms. Doesn't cut it. This is what I've resorted to, is sitting on the couch, watching TV and eating knockoff Nutella on rice cakes with my little one. She's just sleeping, making noises in her sleep. And I still have to take her 1 month pictures, but I couldn't find the 1 month or the milestone markers at Winners. Yeah, I couldn't find them, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. But look at this little hand. Oh my god, can it focus?
There's Mr. Percy. Percy! And we're watching Zoella. And we're packing. Right? Oh my goodness. Interview with Percy. Hello.
He says, fuck this baby.
Yeah.
She ruined
How do
my
you
life.
feel about the baby? You're getting a little skinny, but that's okay. We fattened you up today.
We're working on it.
You're doing great. You look so natural on camera. Yes, so nice.
I gotta get on the camera. Okay. Good morning. It's 8:30 and it's Sunday, October 23rd. Yeah, I tried filming a kind of day in the life with very specific like time frames for everything, you know, how you see on TikTok and stuff. Everybody's so organized and has a schedule. Wanted to do that because I felt like I was getting into a swing of things, but that day ended up being a little more chaotic than I wanted it to be. So now I'm just gonna loosely vlog. I was watching one of my older vlogs this morning from like April 2020 with Megan, and I miss that. I miss just doing whatever. Like, we went out to Wendy's, hung out and talked shit. So that's what I'm gonna do, but with a baby. And maybe eventually I'll get to the point where I can do like a schedule and one of those day in the life videos. But for now, that's not gonna happen. So I was trying to sleep in today, as I try to every day, and it never works for whatever reason. Today the reason is that she won't stop fussing, and it's just, I don't know what it is. She doesn't cry, and I know she's not hungry because I just fed when she started fussing, I had just fed her less than 30 minutes prior or something like that, and I burped her and everything. I think she's just gassy on the other end, is always trying to like force it out because she just grunts and squeaks and kicks and like makes all of these weird fussing sounds, but that aren't her being upset or anything. It's just she's not settled, I guess, and she's not fully asleep. So I brought her downstairs with me. She's in her bassinet. I just started Oliva's laundry. I'm gonna put away the dishes, probably shower. I have to wash my hair, and I'm thinking about going for a walk alone with her, even though it's like those sounds. Oh my god. It's like she feels like she has to push out her poops, like, with aggression. I don't know if every baby does that, but she really forces it. Anyways, I want to go on a walk with Josh, but on the weekends, he stays up until usually like 4 a.m., sometimes even later, with the baby, so that I don't have to get up for all of those feeds. I can have like a more consecutive hours of sleep in a row. So he sleeps in usually until like almost noon, and then by that time in the day it's like I only have 8 hours left in my day at that point. So we're trying to like go out and do all of those things, and I think today we wanted to carve pumpkins, so we're probably gonna have to end up going out to get supplies for that. Yeah, so I feel like there's not gonna be enough time in there for us to go on a walk together. So I was thinking, I can't decide if I want to take her on a walk from the house and walk to a grocery store because we need eggs and a couple other things, or go to the park that I've been wanting to go to since she was born. I've been so excited to take her on a walk at that park, so I need to decide that. Also, I see everybody use these shaped soothers. Like, these are the soothers that I feel like I would have used when I was a baby. I think these are the ones that are like the orthodontic friendly ones. I don't know. But she hates these, and we have so many of them. I'm gonna go and change her after I'm done talking, but yeah, she hates these, and we have so many of them, and I don't know why, but the ones she likes are... She really likes these ones. Oh, where are the rest? Okay, well, she likes these ones, the Philips, which is what they have in the hospital, and she likes the Bibs ones, which are very expensive, and the Tommy Tippy ones. Yeah, I'm gonna change her and see what's up. She's still got a little while until she's due for a feed, but I'll probably pump and warm up her food so that it's ready. But this is my nursing cart. I've got snacks because I get hungry in the middle of the night, booger sucker, diaper cream, gripe water, which she refuses to take. She's got a brush, her vitamin D, nipple butter, expensive Vaseline lotion, more nipple pads. I've got her bibs hanging here, diapers, books, and these books that I just got yesterday because they're the contrast ones and they didn't have any. And I'm so excited to do tummy time and have her look at those. And we've got like extra clothes, and receiving blankets are back there, and then this one is just like all hell broke loose. It's like parts for the pump and those things that are for collecting colostrum, but I use them to give her gripe water. Extra breast milk bags, extra pads, and extra swaddles. I'm gonna go do what I just said I was gonna do and charge this battery so that it's ready for the day. Alright, it's now like 10 after 10. I just pumped because she was just freaking out, so I didn't have time to pump before I fed her. She only ate like under half, or no, about half of what she's supposed to have per feeding. I don't know what's going on. She keeps doing that. But yeah, I fed her and then burped her for a good 30 minutes and then showered. And she's fussing again. I don't know, on and off. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast and then figure out what's going on over there. And I think, I don't know if I'm gonna get to the grocery store or out for a walk before Josh gets up, because this is just what happens every day. It's just doesn't work out how I want it to work out, and I need to work on that not upsetting me so much. I'm gonna watch some TV, probably my own vlogs, because I've just been enjoying looking back on those and it motivating me to vlog now and create more memories and edit them, because I miss the editing part. I always say that. But this is my breakfast and this is the state of our house because we are moving soon, and that's the baby. Okay, ignore the stains on the couch and the fact that she's crying because she is hungry, but she's also mad at me for changing her. But her bottle's warming up. But look at this outfit. And look at this little bow. Someone's so mad at Mama. You look like a Christmas princess, but this is for your 1 month photos, huh? Yeah, I know. She just had made the biggest mess while I was changing her. Yeah, she did. Here, suck on my finger. I know, honey. She sleeps through the period where she wouldn't be freaking out so much but is still hungry. And then she gets to this point and I still have to warm up her bottle so it's not cold. Yes. Her 1 month photos today. Oh, while I was changing her, she peed a little bit. So I put a wipe on it and waited. Seemed like she was done. So I took away the diaper, got my new one, and she peed and projectile pooped all over the changing pad, which I didn't have a cover on because Percy likes to lay on it when I have a cover on it. So in order to keep him away from her changing table, I didn't have a cover on it. So she got pee and poop, bright yellow poop, all over the changing table. Now it took a while to clean up, and it got all over her clothes and her back. I know, honey. Oh, honey. I know, honey. Just got some grip on my thumb. I know, Bubba. It's also like she's not eating her full amount that she should be. So I feel like she's starving because of that as well, but she still refuses the bottle. I don't know. We're going through something right now, huh? Yeah. Dear God, what time is it? It's like 11:15. I'm just waiting for Josh to wake up. Yeah. We're waiting for Daddy. Yes, we are. Just folded some laundry. We got some cute stuff that her nanny got her. Josh has to put all of this away still a week later. Hi, Percy. Hello. And I need to brush my hair. I handed her off to him, so they're just relaxing, sleeping in bed, which must be so nice. But Mom has to do lots of things to do. So I might go out to the grocery store on my own. I don't know. I really need to get her out for a walk today, but I just, right now, don't want to do that. So I used to be so fun. Or it felt that way anyway. Let's see how long that stays there. Ma'am, what the fuck are you doing? Somebody just like pulling up behind me and expecting me to move? I am moving, but what if I wasn't? I just got out of the Dollarama. I went in there because I haven't been into the Dollarama in a bit. And it's one of my favorite places, but also I needed a couple things, and I keep seeing on TikTok that the Dollarama now has those little ice cube trays. Fuck, I didn't look in that aisle. I thought for some reason they were going to be in like the kitchen/bathroom aisle, but now I'm recalling that there is an aisle that the ice cube trays are in, and I didn't fucking look there. Anyways, I've been meaning to go there for a while to look for those ice cube trays because they're like the little mini ice cubes and it's almost like crushed ice, and I love that, especially since being in the hospital. Oh dear. Oh, that was so close. Yeah, the hospital has the craziest crushed ice, and it's so good. What else? Oh, and I needed to get a bath plug. I'm like so spacey today. But I did find the bath plug, finally. Because originally, when we first moved into this house, I was looking for a bath plug at the dollar store, and they only had the small ones. So that's what I had been using this entire time that I've lived here. And Then it got all moldy and gross, so I threw it out, and I've been needing a bath plug. And I just found the bigger one, and we're moving out in like a month, but that's fine. They can have my bath plug. It's okay. I was just listening to the song Runaway to Mars by Talk. It's, again, TikTok. This is gonna fall. TikTok always put me onto things, but I heard this song on TikTok when I just came across the video of the guy singing it live, like the chorus part, and I was like, oh my god, immediately, first time hearing the song, I was like, I'm in love with the song, which rarely happens. And so I downloaded it around, like, couldn't have even been a week before I gave birth. But yeah, like I downloaded it right before I gave birth. So near the end of the pregnancy, that's what this song reminds me of. And also going back and forth to the hospital and being in the hospital, like this song is all I had been listening to in that period. And it's such a beautiful song, and it just reminds me of the baby and being pregnant. And yeah, this is what I got. I'm home now, but I'm gonna do a little haul. It's super boring. Here's the bath plug, toothpaste, soap, and 4 things of lights, because in the process of moving here, I somehow lost all of mine. So I love to have Christmassy lights, and I love to have normal white lights, just for all year-round decorations. So even though we're moving, I would like to have my bedroom at my parents' house a little bit cozy, so that's great.
Comparison.
So pretty.